Hey everybody, Hunter, Fisher, Trapper, Trader, Guide, Scout, and Interpreter, and just a country cook, Steve Hall here in Nashville, Tennessee, along with pretty Miss Sheila running that camera. Hi, Sheila.
Hi.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You know, today is our 200th recipe.
Yes, it is.
She has worked so hard prepping this stuff and doing all the recipes with me and running the camera. I just want to say thank you ahead of time. So today we're going to make buffalo burgers. Why that recipe? Because it kind of brings back memories of my childhood. First of all, let me tell you that I know that you know that I know that there are only two true buffalo in the world. It's a Cape buffalo and a water buffalo, and they're both like over in Africa or whatever. But when they came over to the United States, they seen the American buffalo is what they started to call it, and it's actually a bison. In fact, when you go to the store and buy buffalo meat, you'll see ground bison because it truly is a different kind of a breed animal. That's a whole nother show to sit and argue about. But we're going to call it American buffalo so we can make buffalo burgers. You know, when we were little kids, we lived all over Iowa. Sheldon, Ashton, Hayward, and Sibley, Spencer, Sioux City, Des Moines, Cedar Rapids, Center Point. We moved a lot because of an illness. Everybody got sick of us. No, not actually. My dad drove truck for Montgomery Wards, and he got transferred all the time. So about 6 months into our school year, now you're going to go do the Spencer run, or they'd send him somewhere else. Then we finally moved to southern Minnesota, Truman and Madelia. Then we moved up to northern Minnesota, Aiken, and then Brainerd is where I finally discovered my little buddy Shotgun Red. But with all that said, when I was about 9 years old, we were either in northern Iowa or southern Minnesota, and we didn't have the money to jump on a plane and go to Hawaii. We were just, my dad drove truck, and we just was a regular family and didn't have a lot of money. So if you were going to go on vacation, you hopped in the car and you went somewhere. Well, the next state over was South Dakota. And when you're 9 years old, that's the most exciting place in the world. Badlands, big dinosaurs off in the distance. Of course, they were statues. We didn't know that. And then, you know, Mount Rushmore. It was totally amazing. I don't care how old you are. And we stopped at a place called Wall Drug. Now, if you've ever been driving across South Dakota, this guy clear back in the early 50s, even 40s, or around 60s when we were there, about 1963, he was a marketing genius. Every barn, every fence post about every 10 miles would say, see Wall Drug. Free ice water at Wall Drug. Coffee, 5 cents, Wall Drug. See a jackalope at Wall Drug. It'd say, you know, you're 124 miles to Wall Drug. It'd be painted on some guy's barn. It drives you crazy to see all these Wall Drug signs. And I'm going to kind of insert some of those within this. Now, when we finally got to the world famous Wall Drug, we got our free ice water and our 5-cent coffee, at least our parents did. And they had a little band in a glass case that sang. And I remember that guy was standing there singing A White Sport Coat and a Pink Carnation by Marty Robbins. How I remember that at 9 years old, I have no idea. But I do remember one thing for sure. The menu had buffalo burgers on it. And at the bottom of the menu, it said, our buffalo burgers are 50% beef. And I thought maybe they were kind of stiffing everybody by not giving them very much, not knowing that buffalo is so super lean, like 95% lean, that you have to add something to it to give it a little fat content. So that's what we're going to do. But we're going to even do a little twist on this Wall Drug buffalo burger recipe. So come on over and let's get started. Now that was probably the longest introduction to a recipe I've ever done, but boy, I'll tell you what, it sure brought back a lot of memories thinking about doing buffalo burgers. Now, it says ground bison, but we're going to call it buffalo here today. I got 1 pound of buffalo meat in there, ground up, and 1 pound of hamburger. But the hamburger is the cheapest stuff I could find, like $73.27. So it's real fatty because I want that fatty content. And it also kind of eases the price of the ground buffalo because it's fairly expensive. But I already got it kind of mixed together in there a little bit. Not a whole lot. I kind of just broke it into quarter-sized chunks. Now, we could salt and pepper this up just the way it is, put it on the grill, and it would be just great. But I found this little box of Lipton Onion Soup mix at the store, and on the back of it, it's got a best ever juicy burgers. And it says on here, you put in 1 packet to 2 pounds of ground beef. Well, didn't I luck out? Because I got 2 pounds in here of meat. Of course, 1 pound is buffalo. And we're going to put in 1 packet of Lipton Onion Soup mix. And this is going to be all of our seasoning. We don't need to do salt, pepper, anything. That's going to be enough. And remember, these onions are all dehydrated, so when it starts frying and getting juicy on the grill, they're going to start swelling up inside there, and it's going to be absolutely awesome. Boy, it even smells good. Whew. Okay. Then one other little trick that a friend of mine showed me. As long as I got my gloves on, I'm getting messy. I'm going to put in a dollop of sour cream in there to make them burgers really, really juicy. Mix that right in with it. Am I making a mess here, Sheila, or what?
Mess is good.
Mess is good? All right. We don't want to mix it too much, just to kind of incorporate everything. Then I'm going to get my little burger smasher out here that I bought. Let me get my gloves off. I bought a little burger press on Amazon, and I'm going to spray it. So hopefully the meat will come out of there when I'm done. Plus, there's a little paper. They gave me some little sheet papers. I'm going to lay one of them down in the bottom here. And I'm going to try to put in what I think is going to be about right. And try this little burger smasher on for size. Hey, getting there. Now to really put the pressure to it. Look at there. Voila. Perfect, if I can get a hold of that little piece of paper, perfect buffalo burgers. All right, and here's our last one, because I'm only going to make 3 for this recipe, because I'm going to make 2 for me and 1 for Sheila tonight for dinner, and I'm going to put the rest of that in the refrigerator till tomorrow, and then I'll cook it up for lunch. But there we have. Boy, it's hard to get hold of that little piece of paper every time I try to get a hold of it on camera. Look at there. 3 beautiful. I think these are about 1/3 pound or 1/4 pound. I don't even know what this little press does. But let's get these on the griddle just like they did at Waldrug, South Dakota. Look at here. The griddle at Waldrug in 1963. And they're cooking up buffalo burgers. Awesome, awesome. I'm going to kind of move these over here to the side a little bit. I'm also going to brown up some hamburger buns because Sheila won't eat a hamburger. Well, she will, but she loves them when you put them on the grill. Now, we've already buttered these, and I got to tell you something. We thought one time we was in the kitchen, we spray this on sometimes to do eggs or like here on the grill or whatever. We thought, why not just spray it on these to brown them? It doesn't work. They don't brown where the flip if you spray it with that spray. So go ahead and use real butter to get these buns browned up. Let me get these going real good first. Be right back. Boy, these are looking terrific. Now remember, buffalo is really lean, so if you just decide that you want to do straight up buffalo burgers and not put any beef in there, you're going to have to cook them like medium rare. These, you can cook them a little closer to medium because they have some beef in there to keep the fat in there. Let me check out the, oh, look at that, perfect. Now you see how the top kind of wrinkles down? Good viewer out there that watches sent me a message and said, hey, I made your sausage, Italian sausage burger, and it came out delicious. And he put a picture on there of his delicious burger with fried buns, everything. And some guy commented and said, how come the tops of the buns look wrinkled? That's because he put them on the grill. He's going to have them crunchy and delicious. But now that we got these flipped over, I had to stick up for my little burger cooker guy out there. The only, what I want to say, cheap, store-bought, rip the plastic off kind of cheese that melts real good is Velveeta. I bought some of those American ones and different stuff, and it lays there like a sheet of plywood and it won't melt. But this Velveeta, you watch, it won't take long and it'll start melting right over these. In fact, these burgers are done, so I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to check my, oh yeah, that looks beautiful. How's this one doing? He looks pretty good too. Now Sheila actually, I know what she's doing. She's sitting over there not saying anything. She actually likes to brown the top a little bit too, on both sides. Now, I don't with mine, but I'll do it for hers. And see, our cheese is already dipping down on the corners, doing real nice. That look a little better, Sheila?
It does. More uniform.
Don't you just hate a whiner? All right, let's lay this over here. Scoot these kind of back front and center. Look at our cheese wilting. The griddle's turned completely off. I'm just letting them kind of finish up there. They're looking really nice. Let me get my bread in order over here. These hamburger buns. See that little wrinkly top? It was puffy until I put it on the griddle. That's why it does that. For that guy that was putting the bad mouth on my viewer out there. So here we go. Save this real nice one right here for Sheila. And voila. Wall-drug, South Dakota, you ain't got nothing on us. Now, all we need is a few chips here on our little plate. Aha! And there you have it. What do you think, Sheila?
Yummy.
And there you have it. Wall-drug, South Dakota buffalo burgers. We hadn't even put any mayonnaise or ketchup or a slice of onion or lettuce or anything, but I'm going to try one of these straight up right now. Should I? Wait, that's Sheila's. Oops, that was close. Whew. Let me try one here. Wow. I'm going to have to turn the camera off till I get done chewing that because it's so delicious and moist. Just perfect inside. Boy, I'll tell you something. It's going to be tough to just cook hamburgers from now on. I'm going to have to get some Bison and mix in with it because that brings back such memories with that flavor and that taste. And it doesn't even have any condiments on it yet. It's just outstanding. I hope you love our recipes as much as we love you guys that subscribe to our channel. That's a pretty easy process. When a little Shotgun Red's face pops up over here, click on that, hit subscribe. Next to subscribe, click on that bell. That way you'll be notified with every single one of our recipes. We'll put another one up over here that we hope you enjoy, so you can click on that as well. But I just got to tell you, is this the most delicious wall-drug South Dakota buffalo burger you ever ate? With an extra twist with some other stuff like Lipton Onion Soup mix and a little bit of that sour cream in there. No salt and pepper needed, trust me on this. That you ever ate? If it ain't, it ought to be. What do you think, Sheila?
That's really good.
You wait till you try this. You're going to just be knocked out. We'll see you next time right here on Cooking with Shotgun Red, and congratulations to Sheila, myself, and all our subscribers and all our viewers that even if you don't subscribe and you watch our videos, this is number 200. Yay, we've been working hard just for you. See you next time with number 201.